Come to you all sick to deliver this important video. Team, no dirty brushes. Oh my gosh. There's nothing worse than showing up at a friend's house and she wants you to do her makeup with dirty brushes. Clean these brushes, ladies. Clean. Let's get started. So today I'm going to show you how to clean your makeup brushes. What I have now is my brushes, my two dishes, which is a cup from Walmart and another dish from Target, some dish soap, and I'm just going to put that in a container like so. Just easy as that. And I'm going to flip my brushes down into the solution. And I'm going to kind of spread my brushes out a little bit just because I know everything can't fit in the cup. So my smaller brushes will go in the lower dish, and all my tall brushes will go inside of the cup. And then you'll see me just kind of place them here and there. And I do have a couple of brushes that have both sides. You'll see me kind of flip the brushes in between the process. But for right now, I'm just going to put them in the cup and flip it when I actually get to it and ready. And I just want to show you that the solution does get to the brushes, as you can see. And I'm just going to add a little bit of water. And this is something that we do at Mac when I used to work there, and it was so easy because when we were ready to go and clock out, one of our assignments were to clean the brushes. So just doing this is just so easy. Now this is a container that I picked up from Big Lots. I believe it was like $4. This is just to keep your brushes sanitized when not in use. And this is also what I use when I dry my brushes. In the ending of the wash, I'm just going to, or once I finish washing, I just place the towel in the container. Then I set my brushes out in the sun in the living room. And then once I'm done, I just take the towel, flip it out, and put the cover on top. And that's making sure that no dust or anything contaminates my brushes. Just something that I learned in aesthetic school. Now, as you can see, the residue from the makeup is coming completely off. Like, it's so easy. It's just really easy to use, and I'm not doing that much of a process to it. You can see that brush was really dirty, and I'm just beating it back and forth in between my hands, going back and forth. But there's so much solution on there that it's grabbing all of the makeup. Now this is one of my brushes that just so happens to take a long time to get out just because of the type of makeup that I use on it. So I'm going to end up having to put that brush back in. But that's okay. It's just showing you that you're not going to clean everything in one step. So you're just going to put it back in the solution and grab another brush. And this is another brush that's a really big example of it not coming out. And anytime you see white brush heads, that means it's clean. But if you do not see the whiteness, that means it's still dirty. So get that bad boy in there and still cleaning. Start cleaning again. But like your fan brushes and your line brushes and your eyebrow brushes, those are going to be the easiest to clean. It's the ones that you use for your foundation and maybe your cream concealers or cream foundations that are going to be the most dirty. And maybe if you use eye color and you use like a purple or a green or something like that, or a lip brush. But other than that, this is so easy to use. It's just all I'm doing is taking the solution out from the water and swiping it back and forth. Just swiping it back and forth. And I'm just picking out the brushes that are really easy so I can show you. And this is that flip head. You just put it back in there after you wash it. Now these are my liners and my concealers. They take a little bit more patience. So what I did is I took a little of my dish soap and I ran that back and forth. Now I do use cream liners, so as you can see I'm grabbing the product out with my nail and then washing them. And this one needs a little bit more attention, so I'm going to swipe that back and forth, making sure I get all of that concealer and liner out. You do want to separate those when washing because You might have a white tip, and if you're swiping that back and forth, you're gonna get that liner on your white tip. And when you go to do someone's face, you're gonna be like, okay, why is this black? But it's black because you washed them in the same. Now these are my foundation brushes. As you can see, this one needs a little bit more attention, but other than that, it gets very clean. So easy, doesn't take long. Now here are my sponges. You just kind of want to put them in a solution that you just used. You don't want to add more solution, but I try not to use sponges because it's just so nasty. Now I'm learning that in school. It's just too much bacteria. But I do have them, and I do want to show you for people that do use them on themselves a lot. You're just going to take that solution and squeeze. And if they don't come out right away, just go ahead and put them back in the solution and come back within an hour and squeeze out again, and then they'll be clean. So easy. Now what you want to make sure is that you do grab some of your brushes and kind of squeeze them out, especially your dense foundation brushes. You want to run them back in water and squeeze them out to make sure that there's no soap left in your brushes, or they will kind of get sticky. The brushes will be sticky once you go to use them, and that'll be the product left in your brushes. So just make sure you go back through, take a couple of your brushes, squeeze them out, make sure all the water is out, and really make sure that the soap is out of your brushes. And you'll feel them. You'll go to squeeze them, and there'll still be product left in your brushes. So make sure you're washing your brushes really, really good. So before I conclude this video, I wanted to recap just to make sure you all get it. You're going to take your brushes out of your solution, rub them back and forth underneath the water, under the palm of your hands. Squeeze to make sure that internal makeup comes out of the brushes, especially my foundation brushes or anything that I use cream. If it's not clean, especially my white tips, that means you still have makeup internal inside the brush. You're either going to try it again by putting it down in solution, the soap solution again, or just grabbing this soap and try rubbing it back and forth. I'm going to put it back in the solution, grab more brushes, and do the same step over and over. Under the water, swipe, swipe, flip the brush, swipe, swipe. So easy as can be. Thank you all so much for watching. No dirty brushes, please. Oh my gosh, it's so nasty. Thank you all.